the Bible bans, but you do anyway. 2,303 people dug this story, submitted by Jamie2000. I thought it'd be a good time to find out a bunch of stuff that the Bible bans, stuff a lot less controversial or convenient. But don't worry though, just because I'm pointing it out, and that doesn't mean you now have to follow it. It's a lot easier to keep discriminating against gay people for no particular reason than to stop eating bacon after all. So this is a list of 11 things that the Bible bans and things that we currently do. Number 1, round haircuts.
No.
Yep. In Leviticus 19:27 reads, "You shall not round off the side growth of your hairs, or your heads, nor harm the edges of your beard." I see a lot of sinners in this room.
A lot of harm.
I see a lot of harm going on. Number 2, football. At least the pure versions of football using a ball with pigskins on it, because in Leviticus 11:8 it says, it's talking about pigs, it says, "You shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their carcass. They are unclean to you." So bacon, footballs.
Soy bacon, you're still good then.
Soy bacon, you're still
Glenn,
good.
you're fine.
So Glenn's fine. Duck bacon
Duck
is good?
bacon,
Is
you're
what you
fine.
just said, duck bacon?
Yeah, they have it up the street.
Dude, I want to try
Phenomenal.
that. Fortune telling, right? Leviticus 19:31 reads, "Do not turn to mediums or spiritualists. Do not seek them out to be defiled by them." The penalty is, of course, that you will play the harlot after them. I will also set my face against that person and will cut them off from amongst his people. So bad stuff.
Not sure what that means. A lot of cutting and slashing.
Not sure. Oh, this is a good one. Pulling out. The Bible doesn't want you to pull out and spew on the floor instead of making babies. And it's actually quite specific. In Genesis 38, 9 through 10, Onan knew that the offspring would not be his. So when he went in to his brother's wife, he wasted his seed on the ground in order not to give offspring to his brother. Right? So he banged his wife, pulled out on the ground, said not to give the. But what he did was displeasing in the sight of the Lord, so he took his life also. So there's a lot of people who just went, wait, what? Holy shit.
Wait a second now. So
So you're banging a chick, you pull out, seeds on the ground, God smites you. Genesis.
what about, so you're supposed
This
to.
is Phil Collins wrote this.
You're supposed to.
It's a song. It's a love song.
So you're supposed to give your brother's wife a baby?
Well, theoretically, if you're going to bang your brother's wife, you need to kind of get in there with your stuff. Because otherwise God's going to be like, you shouldn't have pulled out. I'm all right with you banging your brother's wife because you're a cool dude. But why did you pull out?
That's pretty hardcore.
I know, I'm surprised. Tattoos,
Oh, shit.
Mr. Tattoo Man. I won't read that. Polyester.
So what does it say?
It just says, don't tattoo yourself.
You should not
I
make
am
any
the Lord.
cuts on your body for
or the dead, nor make any tattoo marks on yourself. I am the Lord. And it says, not even a little butterfly on your ankle
It does not say that.
or your abdomen. Polyester. This is my favorite thing. Fabric blends. Leviticus again. This Leviticus guy was like, fuck, I'm putting this in there. You are to keep my statute, blah, 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 and shall not breed two cattle, blah, 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 nor wear a garment upon you of two kinds of materials mixed together. How fucking specific is that?
Oh, yeah, I think I've done that.
I think you might be doing that right now. I'm doing a lot of this. Okay, well, let me go. This is my favorite one. Letting people without testicles into church. Very specific. Deuteronomy 23, verse 1 reads, and this is God's Word's translation, which spells it all out. A man whose testicles are crushed or whose penis is cut off may never join the assembly of the Lord.
Well, that sucks for people with testicle cancer. I'm not going to lie to you.
Or somebody who just gets into a weird accident.
Right.
It's like, oh, I was just shopping and I fell over, my balls got chopped off. Now I was going to go to church today, but I guess I can't go to church. Shellfish. Shellfish are bad.
Wearing gold. You can't wear gold.
Oh, I love this. Your wife defending your life in a fight by grabbing your attacker's genitals. It actually says, if two men, a man and his countrymen are struggling together, and the wife of one comes near to deliver her husband from the hand of the one who is striking him, and puts her hand out and seizes his genitals, then you shall cut off her hand.
You shall not show pity. Holy
No.
shit.
Because if she took a knife
Well,
and
that is
poked
kind
him,
of cheating, though.
how's it cheating to be like, I'm gonna squeeze your testicles to
Okay, so
get you off my husband?
Let's say we're getting in a fight, and your fiance just starts grabbing my cock. You're gonna be
Well, all right.
You're gonna be
The
a
way
little
that
pissed.
the way you
You're
put
probably
it.
gonna cut her hand off.
All right. Well, at least now I know I'm in the right when I do that. I won't be like, look, I'm just following the letter of the law. I have no right rule in this.
You know what's really jacked up about this? Like, all joking aside, like,
Yeah.
do you think there's any really hardcore religious people that like look at this and are like,
Oh, yeah.
well, I'm gonna have to cut your hand off?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's why people
Like,
get
who
stoned
does
in
that?
freaking like Saudi Arabia. People get stoned and shit still. There was another Dig article about like the
Oh.
whole like.
I thought you were talking about weed. I'm like,
Dude, they're all like, I'm gonna cut your hand.
you're like, people are getting stoned left and right in
Stoned all the
Saudi
time,
Arabia.
man. Yeah. And you're like, dude, why am I not in Saudi Arabia?
I was looking at Glenn, and Glenn's like,
You're like, Saudi.
fuck China.
No. I think there are, but I mean, you know, it's a little bit. It comes to that whole thing. I mean, it's a little heady to start talking about on a Diggnation episode, but it gets to that whole thing of really, you think that if you really are a fan that God exists, you think this is really what he's going to say? Is, you know what? Nah, don't let your wife touch another man's testicles, no matter what. I mean, it's like, really, that's what he's worried
The
about?
thing that there's a bunch of
she?
there's a bunch of stuff that bothers me a little bit, especially when it comes to women's rights and stuff like that. Because a lot I've read not just only this types of stuff, but even in other religions about like just putting down women over and over again and not
Yeah.
making them equal. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucked up.
I'm a big fan of religion is what you want it to be. Actually, Heather has this really cool concept of the afterlife, because we talk about stuff like that every once in a while, you know what I mean? Because I'm a religious person, but I'm sort of a non-denominational religious person. I'd sort of classify myself as non-denominational Christian with a like cool style. You know what I mean? Like if
Like the kind that shoots up heroin on the weekends.
yeah,
and
you know,
kinda
just like,
yeah.
hey. Well, no, my big thing is like, you know, a lot of people go to church on Sunday.
You don't go to church.
I don't go to church on Sunday, and
Dude,
the reason
you-
why is
well-
because for me, I know how I feel, that what I believe that there is a God. Going to church on Sunday, if the God is the type of God that I think he is, he knows exactly how I feel about him. Going to church or not going to church. You know what I mean?
How do you know it's not her?
It could be a her. I don't know. But so Heather had this really interesting idea, which is, what if God and the afterlife was what everybody believed it would be, right? So the whole point of heaven is it is exactly what you want. It's everything you want.
42
so
virgins?
If you believe that it's 42 virgins, you get 42 virgins. If you believe that it's a place where you get to see your loved ones who have passed on, you get to see your loved one. If you believe that this is it and all your time is here on earth, then that's what it is for you. Yeah, blew my mind.
Pretty deep. Pretty deep.
Really deep. If you believe in reincarnation, that's what you get. It's like you get what you believe you want, or what you believe is there. Pretty deep, huh?
Yeah, I was always kind of hoping we'd get to like fly, number one.
Dude, you can now.
Number two, I kind of want to go back through my life and like look at different things and laugh again.
Yeah, like slideshows?
Not slideshows, really just real-time video.
Okay, cool.
Like being able to jump back to a certain point.
I dig that. I'd
and
be
just
like,
observe it from a
whoa,
different-
what was I thinking?
Yeah, totally.
720p or 1080p.
Yeah.
1080p.
Not better.
I love it. Yeah, my whole thing with reincarnation and all that stuff is there's never going to be a solid answer, pro or con. You know what I mean? Like, we're never going to prove that it doesn't exist outright. We're never going to
Yeah.
prove that it
See-
exists outright, so that it now comes down to a choice whether I live my life thinking this is it, and oh
Right.
crap, I need to work harder, or if I live my life thinking, you know, this is just one fun thing that I get to do, I just prefer to choose the one that seems a little bit more happy-go-lucky.